Hey folks, it's Brian with Pet Stop at Delmarva, and I just want to show you a little bit of the install process. Got most of it done here. I'm going to show you as AJ's out here. He's running the trench, and I'm just going to show you the product inside, and we put it in this nice pole building and show you how we run it outside and where it goes to meet up with the perimeter fence. Today we're out here in Bear, Delaware doing an install. Got AJ on the trencher. And as you can see, we can install just about anywhere. Right now we're heading down into a little woods line. Dog likes to travel in these woods here and play around in the woods, so we want to make sure the dog has all the freedom that it can get and have as much fun as possible. Going in through here, like I said, things we need to worry about when we're doing this kind of stuff is just, hey AJ, tell everybody hi.
Hello.
We just got to dig some stuff out here. It's real thick back in here, but again, we can run this trencher just about anywhere you need and put the wire down. AJ, he's a professional on this thing, so he knows what he's doing. So again, we're here in Bear, Delaware, doing an install for our dog friend named Buddy. He's gonna have his whole backyard done, have plenty of room to run and play, and be free. All right, it's Brian again, here with AJ, our trencher technician. He's pulling some weeds and stuff out of the axle there, kind of got bound up. But as you can see, we just took her right through this little patch of woods here. Few sticks and stumps in the way, but with this nice blade we got on here, it cut right through. All right, so this is inside. We have our OT300 transmitter box. This is a great product here. We can run multiple dogs on it, and it's very customer user friendly. There's a few buttons, as we see up here. We got 3 buttons here for your settings. Pretty easy to use. As you can see here, we have our braided wire that runs down. We put it nice and tight up against our post here. Run down, try to make it look as neat and pretty as possible. And then we run, and then we go outside of the pole barn here, and we're gonna take you around the other side and show you what we got. All right, folks, we're outside now, and we're just gonna walk down the side of this pole barn here. This is typically where we put everything, is a garage or outbuilding that has electricity. So we just brought it right outside. We'd like to go below grade as much as possible. With this here, it's got a concrete pad up underneath here. Got a concrete pad, so we really couldn't go below grade. So we kind of had to come out where we did. It's a little chewed up here, but we're going to go ahead and bend some of this back and taper it off, and then we're going to put some silicone in here to keep it weatherproof, because we don't want any bugs or any critters getting inside this hole. As you can see, we have the braided line here. It comes out. This braided line is considered a neutral line, so the animal, pet, dog, cat, whatever you have on the system here, goats or pigs, we do just about anything. When it comes across this line, it's a neutral line, so it will not correct the dog, will not send a signal to the receiver that they have on their collar. So this is going to come out from here. As you can see, it's going to follow this trail along, and then it's going to meet our perimeter line. This perimeter line actually runs all the way down here, and it runs all the way back to property, back to these trees, runs around right across this fence here, goes through the woods, and then back up along this side of the property. And then it meets up on the other side of the pole barn, and it's actually going to come out right about here in the driveway. And we're going to cut a line across the driveway. It's going to come straight down, and we're going to meet up here. So if dog decides to come around here, dog or cat or whatever can actually walk right across this braided line without any issues at all. So that's also a nice thing to be able to have. So we're not, we don't have a break area to where the dog can't go through the yard. Typically, this space we have generally here about 6 feet. With the distance from the system, the dog probably won't come through here anyways, because he's going to have to hug this wall here. But the customer's completely fine with that. They really don't want the dog over here, so they're completely fine, because he's got all this area out here that he can run. He's got about 3 acres here that he has free space to now. So once we get it all done, it's going to be a great look for the property and great for the dog. So we're going to let you go, and then we'll continue to show you the rest of the process. All right, so we're gonna walk off front here up to the front of the property and catch back up with AJ and see what he's got going on. What we did is we did locate some stuff that we do have to do is locate this Comcast line here. A lot of times it runs across and it goes into the yard where we make sure we don't cut the line. Luckily, this property runs right down the asphalt driveway underneath, so we don't have to worry about that. The only place it comes out is actually, it comes out right about here where the sidewalk ends, and it cuts across the driveway. So AJ back here, he's gonna pretty much stop at 6 feet back, and then we'll hand dig it so we don't cut any Comcast wires, because they typically are only 10 inches in the ground. We just don't want to cause any issues with that. So we got AJ, he's back here, and he's finishing up across here. Hey, there he is. And then we're gonna go across the driveway here, and we're just gonna cut us a nice thin line in the driveway. We're gonna run our line in that driveway, in that line, and fill it back over with asphalt sealer, so that way we don't have any issues as far as the line popping up out of the driveway. We don't get any cracks in the asphalt. So that's a typical install. That's something we do. And as you saw in the other videos, that we'll go through the woods if we have to, and we can go across driveways, gravel, asphalt, concrete, whatever you have, we can definitely make it work. And we'll set you up your own personal plan for your own property. Again, plans can vary from just backyards, just front yards, split it up, however you want to do it. All right, thanks a lot. I just want to show you real quick. As you can see, did a little bit of work today with the sweat on top of the old Delaware hat, looking good. Just want to show you real quick the junction that we use to connect your transmitter from the inside to the outside perimeter wire. It's called a junction because this is where all the wires meet, and this is your only splice that you should have throughout the whole entire yard, is right here. So just let me show you that real quick, and then the job is complete, and I'll show you some flags, show you everything out here, and hopefully we can get a video of us training the dog, and then we'll be complete. 2 hours in, 3-acre property, all done. So moving pretty good today. All right. Okay, so this is the junction like I was talking about. This here, it comes from the inside here. This goes into the pole barn, and the transmitter's up here somewhere up on the wall. So it comes down, and we buried that. This is, again, the braided wire that comes across as a neutral wire. Comes into here, and then we split it off into 2 sections, and this makes your complete circuit. So this will run out, it goes all the way around the property, comes back around, and then catches up over here, brings it back around, and here we are back to square one. So we connect into the braided wire, that goes into the transmitter and completes your circuit. And this, again, this should be your only connections through the whole yard, unless we have to any kind of troubleshooting going around flower beds and things like that. Other than that, this should be the only splice, and that's why we guarantee our wire, because it's a single solid strand going all the way around. So we knot them like this so they can't get pulled out, just in case you run a piece of equipment or a truck over top of the wire and it gives some pressure to it. This isn't going to get pulled completely out from the connector. These are waterproof connectors that we use, so that we have no corrosion going on, and then we'll put a cap over top of them just to prevent any more water or anything getting in there. So this is our junction. This is the job complete, and this is what you'll have. All right, so we're back here. AJ's cleaning up here. As you can see, right where the shovel is, right around here is where we actually dug where that junction is. And as you can see, it doesn't even look like we've even touched the yard. We've got a small line trench here, and all we'll do here, when we walk around, we just cover right back. And as you can see, it looks like you haven't even touched the yard. So that's all you get. You get a small little trench, a couple tire tracks, which the first rain, a couple days, they'll be gone. But as you can see, that's what you get. Finished product, doesn't even look like we've been here, so that's great. We've got this here. I just want to show everybody. This is our waste. So this is all that we've wasted through this whole job of wire. So when we tell you that you're getting 900 feet, like this job, 900 feet of wire, this is 900 feet of wire, and this is all that we had left over. So we're not trying to cut you down or anything, and this is exactly what we have left over. Our spool was a 1,000-foot spool, and we marked it, and we come out with 900 and a little bit over 900 feet, but we quoted 900, and that's what we charge them for, so we're not going to charge them for the extra 20-30 feet. And this is what we have left over. We have maybe 4 feet of wire here altogether, and that's just our cutoff point. So again, Pet Stop at Delmarva. Call us for any of your pet stop needs. If you have a system, if you need repair, just give us a shout, and we'll surely come out and service you, no problem. Real quick response.